YouTube and social media, peep this out, guys. It's Ian K back again with another one for you. Here at Carl's Jr. that looks to be testing a brand new variety of their popular charbroiled chicken sandwich that, if things go well, could be bringing some sweet heat to the masses in the not too distant future. That's right, guys. The Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich is currently testing at the exact same Carl's Jr. that I visited a few months ago when I came to check out what was then called the Brewhouse Bacon Cheeseburger that would later be released nationally as the Beer Cheese Bacon Burger that everyone's been loving. And if you're curious to see what my thoughts were on what was then some pretty tasty pre-release goodness, hit the card in the upper right-hand corner of your display and definitely check that one out. Now, I've always been a fan of the regular barbecue charbroiled chicken sandwich here at Carl's Jr., but when my buddy Matt Zion over at Wreckless Eating reached out to let me know that they were testing a brand new variation at the very same location that we were at a few months back for our prior reviews, well, I definitely had to swing on by and check it out. And speaking of checking out, I've actually got Matt's review in the description box down below, so after you check out my thoughts, definitely head on over to Wreckless Eating, and when you get on over there, tell him Ian said what's up, along with like, sharing, and subscribing. So let's see exactly how much sweet heat this Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich brings to the table. But before I take that first bite to give you my thoughts like I always do, let's get right up on it first. Let's peep this out. Let's eat like we mean it here at Carl's Jr. with the currently in-test Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich. And if you guys are fans of their original barbecue chicken sandwich, let's just say this one's going to be pretty similar to that with the exception of one key ingredient. And as we lift the top of this cracked honey wheat bun, that ingredient is clearly the Honey Sriracha sauce, guys. It's a very nice sweet mix of honey and sriracha that's definitely filling up my car pretty nicely. And it's got a really nice aroma profile, if I can call it that there, with the sriracha really standing out. And there's a fairly decent amount of it here on the top and the bottom. We've got some Swiss cheese right on top of that charbroiled piece of chicken right there, looking pretty nice. And of course the lettuce that you'll find there on the bottom, minus the tomato, of course. So there you go, guys, the currently in test Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich here at Carl's Jr. Let's peep out this flavor. Definitely smells very sweet here, guys. Very sweet and very sticky. Let me just try the sauce real quick. Oh yeah, very sweet. More sweet than heat so far. A little bit of heat, just a little bit there. Let's just give it a go. The Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich over here at Carl's. Nice juicy charbroiled chicken on this one here. Very similar to the barbecue version of this, but I gotta say the sauce so far is just very, very sweet. Not so much heat that I'm getting from here. All right, that was definitely a saucier bite there. Still very, very sweet. And I gotta say the sriracha itself is really coming up more on the back end. It's a nice subtle flavor, but not a lot of crazy heat at all, but it's giving you the essence of what sriracha is. Again, the juiciness of the chicken is really good, but I do have to say, again, super, super sweet. We'll go for this bite here next, guys, but as you can see, it is a very thick and sweet type of sauce here with the basis of honey and sriracha together. But I do have to say the sweetness itself is really overpowering the Swiss cheese on this one. So I'm not really tasting the cheese at all because it really is the Honey Sriracha sauce show that is just overpowering this whole thing with some pretty decent juiciness on the chicken meat itself. Let's go for that saucy bite. Definitely some nice essence of sriracha on the sauce here, guys, and obviously there's no shortage of the amount of sauce on this sandwich here, and I'm almost glad that the Swiss cheese is on this, only because the cheese itself is really kind of keeping everything together. Without it, I think the buns would be slipping all over the place. Everything would just be more of a mess than this already is, but as it stands, very, very sticky, very sweet, and I just wish the heat was just a little bit more. A big plus is the chicken at Carl's Jr. over here. It's very juicy, definitely flavorful, and obviously with the overabundance of the sweet sauce on this, it still actually shines through, which is pretty nice. And the bun is pretty tasty also. The inside of it soaks up that Honey Sriracha sauce pretty well. But overall, it's just too sweet for me. So on that bomb sexy for your face scale of 1 to 10, the Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich currently in test here at Carl's Jr. is gonna get an okay 8 out of 10. It's a pretty tasty chicken sandwich, even if the sweetness factor seems to be an overdrive slightly here. I know the sriracha does come through a little bit towards the end, but the sweetness factor is just very overpowering. If you look very carefully at the name of this sandwich, honey is the main prominent word that you're gonna see in the title. I just wish the sriracha was a little bit more so. Just a little bit of tweaking and this one will be just right. But of course, that's just my opinion as always. If any of you guys have been to the Carl's Jr. in the Ontario area and you've given the Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich a shot, what did you guys personally think? Was it too much sweet compared to heat? Drop a comment down below, definitely let me know. And that's it for now, gang. This is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out here at Carl's Jr., taking a look at the currently in test Honey Sriracha Charbroiled Chicken Sandwich. Bring a little bit more heat to the party, CJ. I know you can do it. Guys, if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little bell down below next to my channel name so you can be notified when new reviews drop, along with checking me out over at peepthisout.reviews.com. And keep in touch with me at all the addresses that you see right above me, because after all, this is Peep This Out, baby. You know how we do. We'll definitely talk to you next time. Stay frosty. Shout out to Carl's Jr. for keeping the Sriracha dream alive as we kick off 2017. All right, guys, until the next review, I'll talk to you soon.